Hey guys, and welcome to day 15 of Wine with Mallery. I'm going to get a little serious again, not 50 minutes serious talking about multiple sclerosis or anything, but briefly serious about my first encounter with what I assume is a woman beater. Slightly uncomfortable. No, more than slightly uncomfortable. I've never seen it before, and it's not something I would personally put up with. No, no, not at all. But it happens. It happens. Man. Saturday I thought I was going to spend the whole day working. Well, I didn't because Michael came home from work early. He had to go in on a Saturday and do inventory for work. Not a big deal. So we spent Saturday family day, which is where we go shopping, and then we end in a date day, and it's a good day for family, but it's not a productive day at all. So where I thought I was getting ahead this weekend, I actually was pushed a little behind because my timetable was cut by 4 hours. So it was worth it. We had a lot of fun, but I saw my first woman beater, or what I assume. I can't make a statement like that. That's not fair. But we went to Toys R Us. It's the last store of the day that we went to. And there was this couple with a daughter in an umbrella stroller. I'm assuming she was somewhere between like 2 and 4 because she was still in the stroller. And I can't even judge kid size based on Michael because he's huge. I would say maybe about 3. He was yelling at her so bad, and he did not care. You could hear him multiple aisles over, halfway through the store. That's how much he was yelling at her. And the look of terror on her face just made my stomach turn. It was absolutely disgusting, and at that moment I felt helpless because I didn't really know what to do for her. It would have been different if I would have been by myself and I wouldn't have had Michael, because my biggest dilemma was, if I say something, is he going to turn his anger out on me and my son? And as a mom, that you don't want to put your kids in danger, so you just refrain. But this is definitely a situation where someone needed to say something, because the look on her face, I walked around the store and I felt sick. I had to find them. I wanted to find them just so maybe I could ask her for some advice on a toy, anything to break the argument. We were standing in the aisle and he was really yelling at her bad, and I looked around at everyone that was just standing there staring, and I said, I feel like we're on that show What Would You Do, where things like that do happen, and someone should say something. I said, I feel like someone should say something to him. It's not my place, but someone needed to. She was scared. She was so scared. Oh, and she just kept apologizing for being yelled at. So when we checked, well, we didn't buy anything because it was a madhouse. When we left the store, the cops did get called, and the two of them were talking to the cops, and I just feel bad. I feel so bad. That little girl that was in the stroller, and she wasn't affected. She was just sitting in the stroller, which is good. That poor woman and child. That man needs to go away. Oh, it was so scary. So that's why this is going to be no humor, no drinking wine with Mallery. I already drank this bottle of wine on Saturday for our date day dinner, and It has, it's a Tempranillo from Argentina. I typically do like everything from Argentina. This one, it would not be my favorite from Argentina. Not at all. No. The reviews online are actually quite bad too. It wasn't as bad as what some of the other reviews did say. It wasn't good. It's $3.99 from Trader Joe's. And it says it's ideal with rich stews, grilled meats, and flavored pasta dishes. Okay, fine. It did have a very deep red, ruby, if you will, color when it was in the glass. It didn't have a strong nose. It was just very okay. If you're a big sniffer like I am, it's not going to be your favorite. And if it had a very, not very, I shouldn't say very, that's not a nice word. It had a tart finish. So the bite was there at the end. But it was a good meal wine. An okay meal wine, but not something that I would just sit down and drink. So not my favorite. Would I buy it again? Probably if I wanted something to spice up my very repetitive wine menu, even though it hasn't been this month. We've drank so much this month. It's ridiculous. I can't wait. No, my liver can't wait for January because, you know, you have this wine calendar that we're doing a wine a day, and then you have holiday parties. It's just, Michael would not buy wine last night, even though Kmart was closing out and everything was marked down, so there were a lot of $3 bottles. He would not buy any because he's just alcoholed out. It's like our own AA around here. We're starting to fizzle ourselves out. So, I hate to be a Debbie Downer. It's life, though. I don't know. I think about the woman beater all the time. So it's something I have to get over, I guess. But check this out. Isn't this cool? A little out of line. Blends in with my hair on video, but it's brown. You can't really tell. It's a flower. It was under $10 at Sears. It's pretty cool. This is Michael's sweatshirt. Because I'm lazy. Very, very lazy. It was a weekend, that's for sure. More on that on day 16, though. I will tell you all about that on day 16. Cheers. Go love on your woman if you're a man or a woman. And kiss your kids. We'll talk to you soon.